Hi, beautiful Virgo. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Virgo, this is your mid-month reading for July. Think mid-July until mid-August, give or take. And that means that we're going to come into Virgo season, basically, right at the end there. So happy birthday to your early Virgos. I also want to say I still offer personal readings if you're interested in a personal reading, maybe for your birthday, or for whatever else you want. Please contact me. So we're going to start with an overall message here and then go deeper into the energy and see what wants to come out for you for mid-July until mid-August. What do we have for a Virgo? Two of Gabriel. This is beautiful. This is when there's like a beautiful time to have progress being made moving forward. This can also be about meeting other people that shares your vision, that's on the same page as you are to move things forward. Just really usually beautiful when things line up in the sense that you feel like you have support or you have other people looking at certain situations the same way that you're looking at a situation. To feel backed up, basically. What else for Virgo, please? Mid-July until mid-August. Give or take. Mid-July until mid-August for Virgo. The Emperor. Wow. It's a very powerful energy here. Stability, efficiency, supportive energy. And the Emperor always knows what he wants. He knows what he wants. He has a clear vision and he goes after it. And it's usually not like, let's get a little bit more milk today, or like, let's switch it up to a different cereal, or whoever drinks milk and eats cereal these days, but whatever. Maybe there's a lot of people that does that still. These are usually like grand plans. This is when you might even start something in your generation for other generations to come to like reap the benefits. Like it's usually, you have bold ambitions, Virgo, or the Emperor has bold ambitions, has bold visions. Okay, the whole deck is talking. So it might even be that like everyone wants to be a part of it. Everything's gonna sort of come together at the same time. We have the Hangman and Four of Michael coming out together. The Hangman to have take a different perspective, together with the Four of Michael, which is a lot about like finding those answers from deep within, like going into meditation, going out in nature. Just find that stillness for you, Virgo, where you really get some answers. To maybe have a different take on things, take a different perspective on things. Perhaps even understanding where other people come from, like how they view the same situation. Can we clarify this for Virgo, please? And then we're really going to get the message here, Virgo. Clarify Two of Gabriel. Wow, new beginnings. New beginnings. You have come full circle. It's time to step onto a new reality. I was going to say new earth, but I changed my mind in the last second. This is you stepping onto a new reality. That's quite profound. The Emperor. How can we clarify the Emperor? Why is that here for Virgo? Okay, deception and envy. So it might not be as bad as it looks. It might be as bad as it looks. These are people that, or groups, or structures even, I want to say, that don't like where Virgo is going. Maybe you're becoming too powerful. And perspective and for Michael. What do we have there, please? And you know, when Virgo has a plan, and Virgo backs it up with confidence, there's really nothing that can stand in the way of Virgo. Like really, literally, there's nothing that can stand in the way. And when you're so like sure of this new beginning, you've come full circle in something. So there's nothing more for you to gain in sort of lower realities, lower frequencies even. Like this is when you're ready to get to the next level, to upgrade, if you will. And certain people just don't like, we don't like it when there's change here. And if that change sort of also cuts other people out of that situation, because for whatever reason they're not coming along or whatever, it can turn into envy, that like they wish that they could follow Virgo where Virgo is going, because there's nothing more like strong or powerful than Virgo acting as the emperor, backing it up with so much confidence, knowing where you're going. When Virgo has a plan and you're executing that plan, you're a powerhouse. Perspective and for Michael. Mental conflict. Yeah, okay. Let's see what this is about, because this is like, we already had the Hanged Man. Like, take on a different perspective. There's about like going inwards and get silent to get more answers from within, to like understand the situation from a different perspective, understand where other people are coming from. We have this mental conflict here, so it might even be that you're in conflict with yourself, not seeing the situation fully clearly just yet, or this is you being in a mental conflict with someone else because of that deception and envy there. Well, we're gonna see. Just give me 2 seconds for me to just look here a little bit deeper. Wow. Just realized that there's a lot of like little steps up and down. Little steps. There's 2 4s and there's 2 2s. And the 2s talk about balance, and the 4 talk about the heart. It's a heart matter, laying a new foundation for yourself. Okay, so we're starting here. I've never seen this before, and it even is, which can be so metaphorical, because it's not steps, but it looks like steps here today. It looks like 2 steps coming down, like 2 steps here, but actually those are not steps. Those are the shadow creating the illusion that it looks like steps. But today, to me, it looks like steps, and it's so beautiful that it's like those steps are made out of the shadow side of you, Virgo. And it doesn't bother me one bit that we're going down, We're going, like, you're stepping. This is more like stepping onto the scene. That before it has been, I just feel like it has been a little bit rigid, like a little bit, to completely generalize Virgo. And who was it? It was Gemini. I got some critique from a Gemini that's really upset that I called Gemini whatever I call them. And the thing is, I always say this. I hope this comes across, because I always say this. I'm completely generalizing now. I'm completely generalizing because she or he said something along the lines of like, please don't personalize, please don't generalize Gemini. I was like, how can I not? Because it's a general reading for a general sign. Like the general message is for the sign, and then it's a general. This is how we typically describe that sign. Of course, it's going to be, every person is going to be so vastly different because there's influence from left and right when it comes to your birth chart. So you're not fully one. No one's ever, I don't think I've ever come across a person who's fully 100% Gemini or fully 100% Virgo in every aspect. That would just make you a robot. it would probably make you not exist. And so it is a generalization. And so if you need some personalized, I cannot not make it that. You have to have a personal reading for me to not be generalized, for me not to generalize. So obviously when I say this is generally Virgo, it means it's generally Virgo. Okay? So with that little defense speech, typical generalization of Virgo is that you're very organized and structured, and you want the plan, and you want the calendar to be like top notch, like you want it to be in order. And sometimes that can turn into a little bit of rigidness when there's too much masculinity. That side of Virgo, that generalization side of Virgo, can become a little bit rigid. Like we're not really opening up to new ideas in the sense that you're really open for input, or that we can sort of mess about with a schedule. But with a little bit more softness and a little bit more fluidity, like more femininity there. There's something that opens up here now. I just feel like it has been a little bit rigid in the back there. And now we're taking some steps. We're taking some steps and move forward. And the reason you're doing that is due to shadow work. I just find it so beautiful. It's like it's metaphorical, but it's not. And it's like you're taking steps forward due to having working on your shadow side. And as you come on to this new scene, it's like more fluid. It can still be organized, Virgo. You don't have to freak out. It can still be organized. It can still be planned out. You can still be structured, but with more fluidity, with more input, with more we're just sort of going with the flow here a little bit more. And this is when you're starting to hook up with other people that shares your vision. It's like-minded people that speaks your language, people that you just have to explain yourself once, and they it's almost like you and me, guys. Like I call you my Virgo Nation. And although I'm the overall sun sign of Leo, there's a strong connection with me and Virgo. If you check out the other, how many views I have on the other signs, Gemini is it's getting there. Even though I am a Leo myself, Leos are not up there. Virgos are the ones that I come into the thousands. The other ones doesn't even get close. It's still in the hundreds. And so there's a special connection here. And it's nice. It's nice to have that connection. And I feel like you're going to feel that. You're going to come in with people that really shares your vision and is they're just speaking your language, okay? Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. That's what it says on the card. And I feel like this is you stepping onto this new platform. So look at this. So today, for whatever reason, I was drawn here and I saw 2 steps. It's like 2 steps. We're taking steps here. And look at this new beginning. So we have the door there behind her, and then we have a couple of steps leading down to this new reality. 1, 2, 3 or something. Do you see those? In the middle of nowhere. It's just steps onto the new reality. We're taking steps. You're moving forward. You've come full circle in your old way of being, in your even your old reality. I'm as bold to say you're dissing on your old reality. You're understanding that whatever you have done in your past in terms of a specific relationship, a specific job-related situation, like your business, a company, something you've done in your life, maybe it's just this thing you've been doing in your life has sort of run its course. Like you're no longer interested in certain friends, in certain repetitive patterns, whatever this is, you come full circle, done with that. This is when you're leaving that completely behind you. And you might have known this for quite some time, Virgo, but coming in here mid-July until mid-August, closing into your own season, to Virgo's season, is you're starting to take the steps. There's no procrastination anymore. There's no, I'm going to do that later. There's no, we can just, in a more fun way, we can just call it, it's getting, we're getting there. It's starting to become timing around these things. Like you're stepping onto this new reality. There's a new beginning here. And you're coming from such a, like I said, you're stepping into this version of yourself that's becoming so powerful, so strong, so courageous that is going to even intimidate some people in your surroundings. So maybe, excuse me, if you're a people pleaser, if you're a sort of person who wants everyone to get along, everyone to be happy, you want them to just like maybe even have sort of cut your own happiness a little bit in order to have other people be happy. Those things, it doesn't mean that you're all of a sudden become like really egotistical and don't care about how other people feel anymore. You just come to the conclusion that it needs to be done. Like you're actually no real help or no real support to anyone else unless you're like fully in your own power. And I'm not sure, Virgo, if you even have realized what that power is. Maybe you haven't even ever really stepped in there into this full potential. But this is now you starting to have like, you're stepping onto this new reality, you're taking steps. And I saw these, so here's a big, like this is a staircase even, or like step, and like little mini steps to get up to this place that he's sitting. Like there's so many steps. I was like, okay, this is so much about taking those steps now. Like you're ready. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to come into yourself. You're ready to claim your position. You're ready to claim your throne. And there's nothing to sort of be excused about that. Like to not talk yourself down or like, here I am sitting on my throne thinking I'm all that. Yeah, you should think you're all that. It doesn't mean that you think you're better than anyone else. It's just that you're all that. And that's beautiful. Because you're coming into such a powerhouse place, there's going to be people who, or even structures around you, like people at first glance at Virgo, like, what are you doing, Virgo? Like you're changing things. Why don't we just keep it like it was? Why do you need to move on? Why do you need to, like all these questions where they're not supposed to come, but they're trying not for you to not go either. It's just them not being ready to let go of something that doesn't fit them anymore and that doesn't fit you anymore. In order for you to get an upgrade energetically, you just need to move on right now. And so there might be a little bit of jealous or envious people or like even deceiving people trying to maybe talk yourself out of a situation. That's coming from an egotistical place. To plant seeds like little like discouraging seeds in your mind, like, should you really be doing this? Like, you don't know where it's gonna go. Like, you don't know. Like, is this really the best solution for you or for this company? Like, have you thought this through? Like, it might even be someone coming from a very insecure place, trying to even bring you down a little bit because it's coming from their own insecure place rather than cheering you on, having the love in themselves, saying, I don't fully understand what you're doing. I'm certainly not ready for it, but you go, Virgo. Like I got you. You go. I understand that our journey ends here. We rarely find those people, and sometimes it's easier to let go of the lower planes when we're angry at someone, when we're irritated at someone, when we really find that the situation has run its course, like it's just draining to the point of it's so much. Because if it was loving and understanding, if they or it or whatever situation was like, it's quite okay place, like it's sometimes even inspirational, it's harder to move on, isn't it? So sometimes we even need those really annoying people who doesn't understand our journey for us to be able to let go. And then we have, so here you might come into this, I understand that better now, like you might come into this, we have the Hangman. So even though you're coming, you understand that there's a new path here now. There's a new reality that you're stepping onto. You even have people showing up now, like sharing your visions, speaking your language, understanding exactly where you come from, like all that beautiful stuff. Being the Emperor, having a clear vision, having bold plans that you want to execute and like really going for it. Like you're gonna do all that, but every once in a while you're gonna question, is this the right way? Is this the right angle? Is this the right perspective to look at things? And we have this mental conflict here because it is maybe sometimes daunting what you're trying to do, or like the change of a path, or implementing what you're trying to do, or ending of something to step onto a new scene. And maybe even people that have tried to sort of hold you back, like for their own beneficial, it's not even beneficial in the long run, because being with someone or staying in a situation that has run its course is not beneficial for anyone. The only thing it is it's familiar. But familiarity doesn't equal inspiration and energy. Familiarity can be draining as heck. And I just feel like you're going a little bit back and forth as you transition, as you continue to move forward on this path. And really the solution for this is just go quietly inwards. Just sit, create enough stillness, create enough moments for you to just be completely still and go inwards and listen to that intuition on the inner planes, to sit in meditation and get answers and get balance and create that space for you, or you even allow for the inner voice to speak louder than the outer voices and the chatter in your own mind. Virgo can get you, generalizing Virgo, like you can really get up in your head and just try to think it out. You try to think ahead or solve the solution in your head. But this is not a solution that you solve in your head. This is an experience. You're going to get to have such a beautiful experience. And for you to sort of get out of your own head, just go into meditation. And that is just go in there. Sit for 15 or 20 minutes every day in meditation, just to reach some sort of stillness, and you will become clear. Okay, final message, final words from your angels. What do you have for Virgo, please? You're just unstoppable. Like whatever, like even if you're getting a little bit confused back and forth, maybe someone is trying to plant some seeds in your head, there's still no stopping. Like you're still doing this shift. The shift has already taken place, if you will. But now we're starting to take steps towards it. And I think that's new. Just realized that there's even more steps here in the little creek. And you know, the Hangman is also about like go inwards and just find the answers. And this is saying also dare to be different. You don't have to do it like everyone else is doing it. Like you go your own. This is a little bit of an Aquarius influence though, like blaze your own trail. Like you're treading a path where no one else has ever gone before. And we all know what happens to those who goes before us. Let go. Let go and let God is what I'm getting from this. Let go and let God. Trust what you're trying to do. Be loyal to your own dream. Be loyal to your own vision. Don't sort of bail on your vision because others have opinions about it or because it feels familiar to stay put in the older realms. Continue to move forward in whatever you're trying to achieve here and let go and let God. Surrender and trust your own vision. Be loyal to your own vision. That's what I have for you, beautiful Virgo. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys. Bye.